Hi, welcome. You're with Behind the Scenes with MadTech. My name is Alnisa Allgood. This is really just going to be a pretty quick video about what's been on my mind during this last 2 weeks, kind of between pre-Christmas and New Year. One of the things that I've been working on is clearing my mind by removing the clutter out of my inbox. Um, if you guys know me, one, you know I'm a really big fan of Streak. Streak CRM is a great application that can help you um, basically run your life out of your Gmail application, which people mostly use for running their life anyway. So, what I've been doing over these last couple weeks are creating what I consider some primary container pipelines in Streak. And so you can kind of see here I have a task manager, I have an idea manager, a reading list manager, a request manager, which we were originally on, a connection manager, and I do a lot of whiteboarding. And so now I also have a whiteboard manager for that. And I'm just going to quickly go over my thoughts with each of these. So, task manager is nothing new. I archived my one from last year that had stuff from a couple years actually in it, and made some improvements into the workflow process. I think that will work much better for me, and these are my first grouping of tasks that are in there. The biggest change is that every task now can be assigned to a project, though it doesn't have to be assigned to a project. And I've created a ton of different project codes in here, and that will help me assign priority to various things and manage those types of stuff better. And it also allows me to also send stuff to Asana, which is our client project manager, a little bit better, because if it says it's defined for a specific client, then we have an email code where we can send to that client's Asana for them. The idea manager is brand new. I've never had one of these before, but my goal is with it is for all those incoming things that you see that spark something into you. I was like, oh, that was really nicely designed. That one comes into my mind all the time. Or that was very nicely stated. That's another one that comes into my mind. Or just little things that people mention that they've done or things like that. Like, oh, we sent a follow-up card and things like that. For me, those are just ideas about things that we can use with MadTech and Collaboration for Good in the future. And I want to group them, write notes on it, and then also write my considerations of how we might use them. Um, my reading manager, I've been using a reading manager for quite some time, and lots of new ideas for that. And also I changed kind of like the status bros. I've put in like little just spaces to block off where things are, added some dating, some notes, and ability to also track additional research and merge things with other files and boxes. But basically what my reading list manager is that I frequently, when I'm browsing the web, see an article that I want to read, or I've quickly skimmed it, but I want to go back and spend some more time with that article. And so what I've done is I send a lot of things to myself. So you can see in my inbox here, there's these messages that are from me to me. And I can easily add these things to my reading list now. So I basically go up here. I'm going to just use the subject as the new name for it, and I'll just add it to the reading manager. And I'm doing these one at a time because I want each title to have its own box. I could also do these as a group and then just create a group box, but these subjects aren't actually really related to each other. There's nothing about the oldest living veteran that relates to startup information, so I don't want to like randomly group those together there. Um, and this one's, of course, on IT security there. And so what you can see has happened, and let me click on something that's out. Whoops, this is spam. You'll see that each of these now have like a little tag that says that they're in a folder. And if I actually click on one of these here, um, You can kind of see the plus statements over to the side. Well, let's just go to the reading manager here. These are the new items that were added to the list today, and if I open up one of these items, you can see it's given me a platform where I can add notes, I can add other emails, task comments, and things like that there. So I really love using Streak as a reading list manager. It's really great at that, and I've started using it as a request manager as well, so I can take notes on what things people want. Come on in. And whatnot. And then I also use it to manage my white list, my whiteboarding, which is I do a lot of writing on walls and take pictures of them. It's just a nice, easy way for me to sketch out what's in my head, and Streak allows me to manage that as well. And then those are like that's now my new grouping of thing organizers that then coincide with my project managers, where like for Madison Nonprofit Day, we have incoming workshops that we've accepted, disaccepted, keeps track of like all of our communications with like the workshop presenters, and all of the form data. The forms go into Google Forms, and then we have those Google Forms send the data back into Streak, and vice versa when I need to update from Streak to Google Forms and things like that. So that's just a behind the scenes of what I've been working on during this kind of like mini holiday period to get my life in order before the new year. So if any of these ideas are useful for you, let me know, and I can explore any one of them a little bit more.